Hi guys, if you guys want to see how to get this halo eye, then just keep watching. I'm trying to be more in detail about how I get to where I'm getting in my steps in my makeup. I'm trying to, do actual tutorials and like help you guys out, so just keep watching and we'll get right into it. So we're going to start off with priming our eyelids. Like I said in my how-to video, I always conceal, but how you choose to prime your eyes is up to you. Whatever works best for you. So if you find an eyeshadow primer that doesn't crease, that makes the eyeshadows very pigmented, all the things that you want out of an eyeshadow primer, then go for it. When I conceal with this, I still have a little bit of tackiness, so the eyeshadow grips to it. It's very pigmented. It blocks out all my discoloration on my eyes, so like there's a very nice evenness to my eyes when I do it. The Smashbox Photo Focus eyelid primer, or it might not be Photo Focus, but it's Smashbox something, is actually really good. It's also really expensive. I got it free in a Ipsy bag, and I actually really loved it, but it's not something I can see myself repurchasing soon, just because of the price point. We're gonna go in with a light skin tone shade. I call it our transition shade. And we're going to take it right into our crease from the outer third and into the inner corner, but focusing it more in the crease in the middle. Some people like to set the whole eye. The primer or the concealer that you use is no longer tacky, which is fine. Because they think it helps blend eyeshadows better, which it does, because then the eyeshadow is no longer sticking to those certain spots on your eye. So if you're a little less confident about going straight in with eyeshadow after concealer, by all means set the eye, put down a bone shade or a very light skin tone shade, and take that all over your eyelid, and then all of your other colors will blend very nicely over top of that. The only reason I don't is because you're setting that whole eye. Like I said, the shadow doesn't grip to your eye as well, so it's not as pigmented. You will have to build up a lot more if you do that. Go into this shade right here, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just spoiled, and I've learned how to get the eye look that I want without having to set the eye, so that extra step and the extra blending is unnecessary for me. I'm gonna go into this orange shade. We're just taking all these colors into the crease, a little bit on the outer third and inner corner, but mostly, just kind of blending. I'm going to take this brown. It's very dark. It doesn't show that way on camera, but it's fairly dark. I'm going to take it on the outer third and back into the crease. And in the inner corner and back into the crease. I'm going to get in a little bit closer So I'm going to go in with a smaller blending brush. This allows you to be a little bit more precise in where you're going, but I'm taking the same color on this brush. The bigger blending brush is going to be able to help you blend more seamlessly because it's got wider bristles. It'll take the color on the very tip of the brush, and then all those other bristles will help blend until it's a nice color on your eyelid instead of a harsh line. Since this is so small, that shadow can only go where your brush goes, so it's going to be a lot more pigmented right where you've placed the brush, if that makes sense. If you were to blend your whole eyelid with this brush, it would take a lot more time. We're going into the Jaclyn Hill palette just because I want a black. I want it to be a little bit more smoky. And see, like I was saying in my other video, you want to do your eyeshadow first just because there could be some fallout. And this is going to be a whole lot easier to take care of than if I had already put my foundation on. Ow! There are also ways to avoid having a mess when you've already got your foundation on too, and I'll show that in another video. So you take your big old blending brush again and just make sure those edges are nice. If you're unsure about how to make that blend better, like you're just not sure if it's going where you want it to, and you're worried that it still looks really harsh, my trick, and I know it works, is to take a skin tone shade or a little bit lighter, just a matte one. You just want a little bit. Don't go too heavy-handed, just a little bit. Tap off that excess and go on that line between your skin and where the shade stops and just kind of blend that out. It'll help keep from looking too harsh, and now you have a nice gradient instead of like a straight up dark brown black to white. Okay, we're going to conceal our eyelid, just the middle part, what we would call the eyelid, because we are doing a halo eye. Now, what I talked about the other day, where to start off with, you're only going to need two brushes to start off with. If you look, a lot of my brushes look very similar. Now, when you start getting into more detailed or intricate looks, you will need more brushes, but they're basically the same brush in different sizes or shapes. See, this is a tiny packing brush. I don't know if this is supposed to be used for concealer, but that's what I use because it allows me to get a very nice shape that I want, especially if it's already dirty. For a halo eye, you want to go right where your pupil is looking. Now, I haven't done that because that's not where I've left it white, but in general, when you look up, straight where your pupil is. Now I've messed that up. Okay. So I messed up there, but I tried not to look up so I can fix that, because as soon as it dries I can put the blending brush that I just had like this. I'll blend it away like it never happened. Okay. Now we'll want another packing brush, one that's not dirty, preferably. We're going to take a shimmering shade, and I'm thinking this orange one right here. So I've packed it, just packed it right on there. And you don't have to do this, but I like to take my setting spray maybe a little further away from it than that, but I like to take my setting spray and put it right on top of the shadow, and it just helps it stick just a little bit better than it would if you didn't put it on there. You don't have to. You could be done right here, but you want to take your blending brush and that brown that you were using before, that dark brown, and just kind of blend the very edges. There you go. You have a halo eye. And we're going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Mama needs to put on a lower lash color. We're just going to take the dirty brush from earlier. I did put a little brown on it, but I just tapped most of it off. Oh no, they're both dramatic. Okay. Yes, Carol. We're almost done. We're in the home stretch. We're almost there. And I know I've been trying out lashes lately, but I just don't feel like putting them on today, so I'm just not going to. How about them apples? I don't usually bake my face, but if you're trying to fix where you've messed up on a dark eyeliner or eyeshadow, this will help. So now we just want to take a dark eyeliner, because you know me, that's my faves. My faves! Now we're going to highlight, and this one's just been my favorite the past couple of days. I've just been enjoying digging into this color. I don't know, it's just a feeling. And then I've been spraying it down. I'm giving myself a glow. Oh, hello. So we're gonna go in with my favorite nude. I think my favorite Jeffree Star one is actually in my pocket somewhere. Otherwise, I probably would have gone in with that one because I'm basic. And I've been feeling the browns. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my other videos down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!